past the hour, and right now, Americans are stranded in Mexico, and the U.S. State Department is warning them to shelter in place as a popular resort town turns into cartel war zone. The chaos erupting after Mexico's military kills a notorious cartel boss.
You don't feel internally at ease.
It feels like eerily quiet right now, and then like you read online that okay, like maybe the cartel's like regrouping and maybe it's gonna get worse now, and
you just want out of here at this point.
100%. Yeah.
You just want to go home.
Yeah, I'm 5 months pregnant.
You're 5 months.
Yeah.
We cannot run if anything actually happens, and then also like just to keep the baby healthy, how are we gonna get food? Are we gonna be able to have clean water?
So where will you sleep?
We don't know yet.
Like and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to get notifications anytime I go live and make a video. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this. Let's get to this Mexican cartel craziness. I told my wife a long time ago I'll never vacation in Mexico. Anything I need to see, whether it's a beach, I can do it in the continental United States of America. And if I really want something that looks good, I just go out of the country to somewhere that's beautiful that is not run by a cartel. So I guess that there was a big cartel leader that was killed by the Mexican government. There are reports that the United States of America was involved to some degree, almost like a joint effort. And in retaliation of the Mexican cartel boss being killed and his son being kidnapped, the cartel has gone around Mexico City, not Mexico City, but a city in Mexico. I forget the name of the city. It's a very significant tourist spot. And if I said it, I have to put a little roll on the tongue. Let me say this as someone who spent his life around firearms, training with them, carrying them, teaching people how to use them responsibly. Shoot and suppress is better, period. Better control, less recoil, protects your hearing, because I know a lot of people are deaf for shooting without protection. It's just smarter shooting. And Silencer Shop makes it easier than anyone else. No confusion, no wasted time. They're built by people who believe Americans should have access to the best tools without jumping through endless hoops. They've streamlined the entire process so you can focus on shooting and none of that weird paperwork. You choose your suppressor, set up your profile, sign a couple forms, and then handle the rest. Clean, simple, done right. Silencer Shop has already helped hundreds of thousands of Americans get suppressed, and right now is the best time ever to do it. That old $200 government tax on suppressors and short barrel rifles is gone. Approvals are moving faster than ever, and access is expanding. And that didn't happen by accident. The Silencer Shop Foundation is actively fighting the federal government to make it easier to exercise your rights, because freedom should not come with unnecessary barriers. If you're ready to upgrade your shooting experience, go to silencershop.com and get started. Silencer Shop, because shooting suppress makes you better. I want to give you guys some context. Let me play the Fox News clip to give you a little bit of information on as to what the news has to say about this. Roll the clip.
Chaos underway in Mexico as the resort town of Puerto Vallarta, as well as a local airport, are under siege.
Yeah, this comes after a joint operation between the U.S. and Mexico that took out the country's most wanted drug leader.
Madeline Rivera joins us live from Washington with the details. Good morning, Maddie.
Good morning. That's right. Several airlines have canceled flights to Puerto Vallarta because of the unrest following this military operation. United, Southwest, and American Airlines are among those who stopped their service to the popular tourist destination on Sunday. Videos show burned cars and plumes of smoke billowing over the city, with government officials warning of clashes in the state of Jalisco. The U.S. Embassy in Mexico now issuing this shelter-in-place warning for other states besides Jalisco as well. The Mexican Army says it conducted operations in Tapalpa, Jalisco, targeting Nemesio Ruben Osguera Cervantes, also known as El Mencho, the head of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. They say Osguera Cervantes died while on an airlift to Mexico City. The State Department once had a $50 million award for his arrest.
One of the main producers of fentanyl that traffics onto U.S. streets. It's also by far the most militarized cartel. You'll often see pictures of these guys dressed up like they think they're special forces units. So this is a welcome change, because we've seen the Mexican government, along with our help, going after a lot of the Sinaloa cartel recently.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt confirmed the U.S. had a supporting role. She said on X the U.S. provided intelligence support to the Mexican government in order to assist with an operation in Tapalpa, Jalisco, Mexico, in which Nemesio Almencho Esguerra Cervantes, an infamous drug lord and leader within the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, was eliminated.
Now, let's put this in perspective real quick. I don't think anybody should be upset about a cartel member being eliminated. But the cartel don't want nothing to do with getting on the bad side of the United States of America. I'm just saying. Are you completely safe being there as an American citizen? I don't know. That ain't my cup of tea. That's why I don't go there. But I would argue that they are very reluctant to end up killing an American citizen intentionally because all hell is going to break loose. And they will give the United States no choice but to retaliate with its full military capacity. When I say military capacity, full military necessity, or the necessary military capacity. That's better to say it that way. Because we don't need a bunch of stuff. They just going to go in there and smoke everybody like a brisket, all right? Let's get to a couple other clips. The next one, let's roll it.
Right now, Americans are stranded in Mexico, and the U.S. State Department is warning them to shelter in place as a popular resort town turns into cartel war zone.
Mexican authorities right now report 27 arrests made in Jalisco since El Mencho's killing yesterday. Also this, 27 security personnel and 30 criminals, they say, have been killed so far during the chaotic cartel warfare that has ensued. American officials shared some key intelligence with Mexican counterparts that aided in the operation to take El Mencho out. Their response to cartel's violence has been swift. Last night, the Deputy Secretary of State posted in real time, "I'm watching the scenes of violence from Mexico with great sadness and concern." It's not surprising that the bad guys are responding with terror.
Clip 105. Just a quick glimpse of
Can you
some of
explain
what's
this
going on here.
alliance between the president, her party, the Morena party, and the cartels?
Yes, the party has financed, has given, the cartels have given so much money to these politicians, narco politicians of Morena, to get into office, to get the power. So they protect, the Mexican government protects the cartels. That is why President Sheinbaum doesn't want the strong American leadership to help Mexico defeat the cartels. And also Sheinbaum doesn't want the rest of the world to know what is happening here in Mexico. We are on the steps to be the next Venezuela. She is aligned with Venezuela's dictator, with Cuba, and we are losing our country. They have destroyed our Republican institutions, the democratic state, and we must, I think we all Mexicans want and welcome the support of the United States to assist Mexican people against the cartels that have us all in this crisis with the traffic in fentanyl and migrants.
All right, so this is what the senator is responding to. I think it's clip 104. She's responding to a speech in Spanish that happened a while ago. I don't know how long ago it was, but it was kind of like this conversation about the cartel and how the Mexican military or the president don't want to respond with violence because it's not the right thing to do. I'm going to play it real quick, and some of y'all that speak Spanish know what it's talking about. If not, read the subtitles. Roll it.
Regresar a la guerra contra el narco no es opción. No es opción. Primero, porque está fuera del marco de la ley. Todos estos de la derecha que se llenan la boca de las palabras Estado de Derecho y defienden la guerra contra el narco. Pues la guerra contra el narco está fuera de la ley, porque como lo dije o lo he dicho en varias ocasiones, es permiso para matar, sin ningún juicio. Y eso en México nadie o muy poquitos están de acuerdo. Está fuera del marco de la ley. Y segundo, no sirvió de nada más que para aumentar los homicidios en México y el nivel de violencia. Entonces, Entonces, estos llamados autoritarios, porque son autoritarios, es ir hacia el fascismo.
Now, if you can read, you can see what she was saying. We have that clip in English. I don't know what we did with it, but all right, let's go to the next clip because that's what the senator was referring to, is that she's wussy-footing around the idea of taking out the cartel without, like, due process or something. I don't understand. All right, let's go to clip 106. And this is just a synopsis of, allegedly, what's being said in the furthering of retaliation. So not only are they burning vehicles, but they're also talking about taking out citizens next. Roll the clip.
Sí, ahorita se dio la orden de que se quemen unos carros. Van a empezar a quemar carros. A partir de las 12, 1 en adelante van a empezar a matar gente, civiles.
So also, we need to like convert these into English with AI, but at the end, you can see there, it's talking about burning vehicles and then talk about taking out citizens. And this is all in response to the government killing a head of a cartel. Just imagine in America if this were to happen. Would we be considered a real country? How is it that a militant group runs your country? It's the craziest thing whatsoever. And these dumb Mexicans are running around acting like their country is the best, and also the dumb Mexican president is running around acting like Donald Trump should take her seriously. You guys are not a serious country if you have the cartel running your country. Miss me with that bull shenanigans. Here's another example of these fools just burning vehicles and cutting up. Roll it. Robbing people, just taking their car, middle of the street, setting it on fire. And they listen to the mariachi. How they doing? Now, you know, hold on. I'm not Mexican, but I swear all that music sound the same. The same thing that I hear at the restaurant is the same thing that's playing in the back of a cartel vehicle. Am I missing something culturally? Like, what exactly are they saying in the music? That music that good that you could be robbing somebody and listening to it. You could be at a wedding or quinceañera and listen to the same music. Or you could be outside building a house or cutting grass and it's the same music. Am I tripping, or because I don't know Spanish that they saying different things? But I swear when I hear the a carnival music, same music. All right. I love my Mexican people. All right, roll the clip. Pull up at a gas station, no mercy. I mean, thank God they didn't shoot nobody. Some other clips of them just going crazy. But they swear Mexico is better than America. I don't know. Now I know this is just one part of Mexico. All right, it's not the full, it's the full country. I think we get the gist of it. Let's go to Donald Trump or Derek Maltz saying that Donald Trump was vindicated in his efforts against what Mexico was doing. Roll the clip.
President Trump, before he got elected, said placing the safety and security of Americans would be the top priority, and he's a man of action. So to answer your question about the Americans, no, it's very dangerous in Mexico. It's been dangerous there for many years. Right now, this is a wake-up call for the world about the treachery of the Mexican cartels. That's why President Trump declared them as terrorists. Would the Americans want to go visit, the middle of Al-Qaeda Central, right? So right now, what we're witnessing, especially on social media, it highlights the level of control and power the cartels have in Mexico. They're blowing up buses. They're shutting down roads. There's blockades in up to 20 states. They're burning buildings, right? So, yeah, it's very dangerous in there. LJ, I feel confident, though, with our State Department professionalism, with the warnings, the communication is going out all over the social media. I think that they're going to be fine. It's just isolated, it appears. I've gotten some reporting that it's kind of like leveled off a little bit. I hope that's true. But, you know, again, you can't go into the middle of an area where terrorists are. It's not safe in certain areas. So, you know, there's gunfire, there's panic in the streets. They were running onto the airport tarmac yesterday. So let's hope and let's pray that the people can get out of there and get home. And so, you know, it's just very dangerous. But let's not downplay the Americans that are in danger today, because we had millions of unknown people coming into this country, ghost criminals all over this place. So we have a big issue. We got to continue to fight hard.
All right, I think that's enough. What happened in Mexico, rule of thumb is go somewhere else, okay? Because you never know when you're going to end up in the middle of a cartel gun battle.